We have an issue with our solar. Our solar for the first time has failed us. We made it to Poopies.
Yes. Thanks. That is awesome. It smells like beer here. We're Rich and Chris. We hit the road in April of 2020, traveling full-time on motorcycles. Remember, it's not what you ride, but that it's your ride. We're having what's called a comedy of errors.
Oh man,
So
one thing after another.
So here's the first thing, and this is all solar related. We rely a lot on solar power to charge a whole plethora of things. We can't just do it off the motorcycles because we don't ride every day and there's not enough power.
It's actually not big enough.
No, it's not. So here's what we did. We landed in Minnesota in a beautiful state park, and guess what the Minnesota state parks have?
You can see behind us.
They have a lot of trees.
Tiny little bit of window of sun that rotates across this little camp spot that we have.
Yes.
And we chase it.
We do the solar dance. It's rather comical because the sun moves really, really fast, actually.
Yeah.
Richard had to do an edit. Even moving the solar panel around, we couldn't keep, the battery couldn't keep up.
It was very close.
Somebody whose name we will not mention. I have now fired myself from all things solar related.
I can no longer rely on Chris plugging in the solar panels.
No, he can't rely on Chris plugging in the solar panels correctly.
We went all day yesterday and rode like crazy and had a blast, and then came back zero voltage.
Yes.
So we have a couple of small things. We have those little chargers.
Hold please, because this is the continuation of the whole saga. This is where Richard steps in and does I did my boo-boo. Richard now has to confess to his boo-boo.
What did I do? I don't remember doing it. I don't remember doing a boo-boo. I do. This is Eli. We called it Eli. It's a backup battery.
It's amazing.
And it has been really, really good, saying, hey, we have power. I should be able to air up the air mattresses. So I plugged in an adapter that I have right here where it says 12 volts DC. As soon as I hit that switch, done.
Lights out.
Lights out.
We were sitting
Dead.
in the dark.
Dead. It is now a paperweight.
So sad.
That's done. That's done. Oh, I tried taking it apart. It doesn't work. It's gone. It blew a diode or something in there. I don't know what it did, but it's done.
Yes. So we've resorted down to one more thing. Let me grab it. Should have had it.
We have two of these.
These are our backups to our backups. So what we did is the state park does have restrooms here with an electrical switch. So we left these in the bathroom charged up. So we have 100% power in these itty bitty things.
This is all we have left now. So we're not in the dark. These will keep us lit at night.
Yes, but they're not going to run our computers. We're not going to do an edit. We're not going to, So usually what we do is we'll just throw this panel on Ruby and we roll down the road and we're good. We're good for the day. But today is rain. All day.
All day.
Wherever we go.
But this is the first time we're breaking her down wet.
Yep.
And traveling 200 miles.
Yes.
Wet.
Yes.
We're going to be in the rain all day.
But here's the kicker. In this state park, we're about maybe a mile, maybe even 2 miles back
on dirt road.
Dirt roads.
So, and it's got good gravel, so I'm hoping everything goes good. We'll see.
All right, we've had just a quick respite from the rain. It kind of comes and goes, dumps and then leaves, and so we are scrambling to try to get everything dismantled, packed up. I'm sure it'll come again, but we're trying. Everything's a muddy mess. All right, we did it. We're packed up, ready to go. Wish us luck on the dirt road, and we'll see you out on the pavement, I hope. So this part almost feels like ice skating.
Does it feel that way to you?
Yeah, it's pretty slick.
Yeah. Hanging back here just in case I have to hit the brakes and not run me over. Yeah, I think this is the worst part. We're in Crosse, and we stopped to see these giant 6-packs of beer cans. I have one other thing to add. It smells like beer here a lot. So this one's for all you beer drinkers out there. Enjoy. Take a big whiff. But the last thing is that they don't have on this sign is if you started the day you were born, you drank a 12-ounce cup of beer every hour, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you would have to live to be 120 years old just to drink one of these cans here. So that's a lot of beer in here. That's all I have to say. Stop here. We're on Highway 14 on the Wisconsin side. We actually transferred. We are going to be crisscrossing between the states of Minnesota and the states of Wisconsin for the rest of the day. We were earlier camping on the Minnesota side. Now we've crossed over. We're on the Wisconsin side. We saw the 6-pack of beer in the city of La Crosse. We're going to back over to the Minnesota side and stop at the Effigy Mounds National Monument. And then we will make our way to Iowa today, which is where our campsite is. So that's where we're headed. Kind of weird traveling through 3 states all in one day. Just coming into the town of DeSoto. The town of DeSoto was built over an Indian cemetery.
Indian cemetery.
Yeah, I think that's kind of sad. Back to ice skating. You okay?
Mm-hmm. And then a stop sign at the bottom.
Oh my gosh.
Literally at the bottom of this.
So we had to take a quick restroom stop, but we didn't want to pull into the resting area because it was all slick mud. So we're out here on the road trekking in. All right, back out on the road.
Yeah, it's like great. We're in fog. That's all we need.
Yeah. What next?
Rain, fog. What's next? Snow?
No.
No, we don't want any of that.
No. Let's hope the fog doesn't get any worse.
Yeah, and here we are in the fog and on a concrete road. This is the first time we pulled trailers before with this bike, and I've never felt the road as much as I have with this trailer. It's like it's the perfect length. The back tire of the bike and the trailer tires hit 2 cracks at the same time, so it just sits there and bounces.
Yeah.
and it's kind of nerve-wracking because I know that's putting stress on the hitch, on the receiver.
Yeah. We're at the Effigy Mounds, and the mounds are actually animal-shaped Indian burial mounds, which is really cool. But we're not going to walk back and see them. We'll have to make it another day. I think we need to motor on down the road.
In the rain.
We got more rain coming, so we just need to kind of keep moving.
Spot. I talked to the owner, and he's making arrangements to put us in a spot over here around the corner. It's got electric.
Nice.
So we'll have electric.
Okay.
All good.
Because our solar's still not working.
Yeah, the solar for some reason is not working. I don't know if it's the Bluetooth just needs to be reset or what. I don't know.
All right, we made it to what's called the Miller Riverview Park, and it's starting to rain again, I guess. Welcome to the Mississippi River is what we've been told. I'm gonna make a quick lunch. Richard's out running errands, and then we're gonna see what we can see. So for lunch, I have been carrying this box around that I picked up from somewhere quite a while ago. So it's just a quick pasta salad is all we're making. As you can see, we're trying to dry everything out from the rain yesterday, and it's not quite working yet because it has to stop raining first. But here's what I noticed on my HWK jacket. It's no longer waterproof. I think too many washings may have done it in. I was kind of thinking of maybe getting some Scotch Guard and doing that. See if that will kind of protect it again. But my pants are working great. Those are nice and waterproof. And yeah, it was just a lot of rain yesterday.
Little bit of stinging rain and big old fat rain.
Kind of hard to stay dry. Even the helmets are wet inside.
Yeah, we're just shared this caveman style is what we did.
We have dried out. Finally, the sun is out, the weather is warm, it's back up in the 70s, bonus for us, and we are ready to go. The other situation that we're having here is we have solar issues. We are like dead in the water with our solar panel, and Richard's, he's not really stumped as to what the issue is. He thinks he knows what the problem is. He's been trying to remedy it. I'm gonna let him take it from here, explain exactly what's going wrong with the solar, the fact that we have zero power, and what his plan is to get us back up and running, because you might see us working off of our motorcycles with everything plugged in. Wouldn't that be interesting?
What had happened was the batteries somehow got depleted to zero, like 0, where there was nothing. And if you plug in a solar panel into the charge controller and don't have a battery attached to it, you could fry the solar charge controller. And I believe that's what happened. I brought the battery up. I made a little extension for the small solar panel to alligator clips to clip directly to the batteries to charge the batteries. So I've done that, and I brought the batteries back up to about 50%, had 12 volts in it, but the solar charge controller is still not recognizing the solar panel. So we need a new solar charge controller. And I'll update you on what's going on. Right now, we're going to be using electricity for the next couple of campsites until I get this solar charge controller done. It's a bummer not having the solar, not having the battery, because we air our mattresses up with that battery. And
Richard's on a mission to get these air mattresses charged up or filled up tonight.
Yes.
Wish us luck.
Do me a favor, put this inside the little solar panel, the little foldable one, because this is our only way of charging our battery right now until we get a new solar charge controller.
This is it, huh?
That's it so far. That's all we got.
Okay.
And that little bit and that little solar panel is all we have, so it'll take a couple days to charge up.
Okay. So safeguard this with my life.
Yes.
All right, so tomorrow, I know we just got to the Great River Road. We just got to the Mississippi River, and guess what? We are going to take a detour. I heard about this beautiful scenic byway called the Covered Bridge Scenic Byway out by Winterset, Iowa. So we are going to head out there real quick for a quick day and do a tour of the covered bridges that are out there, and then come back and hit the Great River Road back up again. You know, that's what motorcycle riding is all about. You want to go left, you go left. You want to go right, you go right. You want to go see covered bridges? Guess what? You go see covered bridges. All right, so here's a sign that you've been someplace too long. Can you see it? Yeah. The mighty Mississippi. Here's what we learned. When it floods, it can really flood. In fact, where we are standing right now, if the river floods, it will be a couple feet above our heads. And when that happens, before it gets that far, they will come in here into the campground in a boat and pull all of these electrical things. Morning. We're getting ready to head out of Dubuque, and the first place we're going to stop from here is Cedar Rapids, so that we can hopefully pick up what we need to get the solar back and working. And then from there we're going to head over to Winterset just for a quick detour, go check out some covered bridges, and then we're right back down the river road. All right, we'll see you guys out on the road.
All right, what's the name of the place?
All right, we want to head towards Winterset City Park.
We're going to stop by Lowe's in Cedar Rapids and get a new solar charge controller. Campground.
Don't forget grocery shopping, because we've eaten like all of our food.
I know, we had just beans for lunch.
On the side of the road. We were going to go to Cedar Rapids. We were going to go to the covered bridges. Two things have happened. Number one, the charge controller that we need for the solar panel is not available in Cedar Rapids, so we're questioning why we want to go almost 70 miles out of our way to go get it. The other thing is, we thought the covered bridges were 120 miles away, but they're actually 240 miles away. That's a huge leap away from what we really came out here to do, which was to wander down the Great River Road. We are not going to make it to the covered bridges. We're going back to the river road, but there is so much on the river road that it is perfectly fine. We just have to get off the side of the road first All right, let's go see what Richard found. Any luck?
Nope. There's 2 Amazon drop locations in Davenport, but they're both full, so we can't get anything shipped there.
All right, we have a plan. We're gonna head back and get on the river road. We're gonna stop in Savannah, Iowa, and stop at Poopies for lunch because we're starving. We didn't have breakfast. From there, we're gonna go down to a city called Muscatine, and we have a campground there called Shady Creek that has electricity, and we're gonna plug in, and then we're going to order the part that we need and have it delivered to the campground, and then we should be back in business. We'll see you back out on the road.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that we I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about. We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive.
Poopies is popular.
We made it to Poopies,
Yes.
and it's not a
We're not for sure what to expect, actually.
yeah, because they say it's very unique.
Yes.
It's got to be unique with a name like Poopies.
Yeah, so let's go find out. Hopefully they've got decent food, at least.
I mean, it could be like poop.
Oh my gosh. Thanks. That is awesome. Poopies. To come and poop or not to come and poop, right?
To poop or not to poop?
Yeah. Yeah. What did you say? What kind of food is it?
It's a bar.
It's a bar. It's bar food.
It's bar food.
Yeah, so we had a couple appetizers, and
Yummy.
they were very good. We pulled over for a minute. Richard wants to try to get a little air out of his tires because the road is real rough.
So I want to deflate a little, let a little air out of the trailer tires because there's such high ridges on this road, and I'm thinking I've got them up max whether the tire's designed, but I want to let a little bit of air out and see if it can maybe smooth the bumps out on the trailer. I'm gonna put it to 60 psi.
Can we stay here for a week or so? Just watch the corn grow in the fields. I don't know what's on your mind, but I know that it's something about you and me. I'll stay here for as long as I can, through the storms and through the calm. When you smile at me, I slowly summer will be over soon. Would you still like to hang around? When clouds roll in and cover the moon, will we manage to stand the ground?
Army Corps of Engineer spot with electric, super flat, which I love.
We're spoiled.
We're spoiled now.
Yes.
20 bucks a night with electricity, and we're all booked. We're all ready to go. Solar charge controller will be here tomorrow.
At a site is all new to us. Obviously, it's very easy. However, we have to measure how.
Because, well, we only have 25 feet of cord.
Yes, so we have to measure just how far or where we can place Ruby, that we don't put her too far away from the electrical outlet that we can't plug in.
This place is like luxury. This place is nice.
We are in awe of a concrete flat site.
Yeah.
Especially
with no rocks.
No,
nothing.
or mud. The last place we pulled into was just, lots of mud. And this is,
It was nice.
It was nice, but, you know, it was rainy. And this is like, I don't know. I don't think we could ever go back.
We're spoiled.
Yeah. What's for dinner?
Well, we are going to make a shrimp scampi, but instead of fettuccine noodles, we're going to use elbow noodles because we need to get rid of some elbow noodles. Now I'm going to scoop these out. Here's the scampi: butter, olive oil, chives, garlic. But instead of fettuccine, we have regular noodles. The cicadas are happy.
That's good. That's good.
I haven't had any mosquitoes yet.
What am I doing? I'm washing dishes. It got a little late and I'm being eaten alive by mosquitoes. I just wanted to say this. I don't know why, other than to tell you that it's not always unicorns and rainbows. It's bugs and dirt and itching and yeah. Anyway, okay, I'm done complaining. It's all good. Finish these dishes, dive back into Ruby, and I'll be safe and sound. All right, I made it back into Ruby in one piece. Do me a favor, kiss your kitchen for me, would ya? Some days I miss it. All right, we are all packed up. Richard's doing in a route. We're getting ready to hop back on the Great Mississippi Road.
Safe within a safe. Within a safe. And there's a safe.
Wow. How long has this place been around?
This building's been here since 1941 and been open, oldest diner in Iowa, continuously running.